Hi, hello, welcome to the start of a new vlog. So today is Sunday, but tomorrow, Monday, we're gonna start a challenge. So it's gonna be 7 romance books in 7 days. Let's give it a moment. Let's breathe it in. Let's take it in. So I decided since tomorrow's the first official week of summer break that we're gonna go full fledged and try to read as many books as we can. That being said, I said let's start off with romance and then we can dive into other genres just because romance tends to be typically like a quicker genre to read. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's move this over here because I feel like you guys can see it and that's kind of like cheating. But our first book is One Star Romance. I do have all of these books also on Libby to listen to just in case for whatever XYZ reason I can't sit down and read, I can at least listen to the book. I don't know what book I'm going to start with. This is from Book of the Month from last year. Oh, I have the bookmark in here. And all I know is, honestly, I don't even know. So it says Natalie and Rob couldn't have less in common. Natalie's a messy artist, and Rob's a rigid academic. The only thing they share is their devotion to their respective best friends who just got engaged. Still, unexpected chemistry has Natalie cautiously optimistic about being maid of honor to Rob's best man. Until shortly before the ceremony, Natalie learns that Rob wrote a one-star review of her new novel. This has them both reeling, Natalie from imposter syndrome and Rob over the reason he needed to write it. When the reception ends, these two opposites hope they'll never meet again. But as they slip from their 20s into their 30s, they're forced together whenever their fast track best friends celebrate another milestone. Through housewarmings and christenings, life changing triumphs and failures, Natalie and Rob grapple with their own choices and with how your harshest critic can become your perfectly imperfect match. After all, sometimes even the truest love stories need a bit of rewriting. So, that's book number one. Let's put it over here. I don't think they're all gonna fit up here, but we're gonna try. Then we have Summer in the City by Alex Astor. I have been wanting to read this book, but I just haven't sat down and actually read it. I feel like this is gonna be a really fun, quick book. But let's read exactly what it says. It says 27-year-old screenwriter Elle has a chance of a lifetime to write a big budget movie set in New York City. The only problem, she has writer's block for months, and her screenplay is due at the end of summer. In a desperate attempt to get inspiration, Elle ends up back in the city she swore she would never return to, in an apartment she could never afford. Floor-to-ceiling windows, skyline views, and a new coffee shop to haunt included. It's the perfect place to write her screenplay until she realizes her new neighbor is tech billionaire bachelor Parker Warren. Her stairwell hookup from 2 years ago. It's been a lovers to enemies situation ever since. When seeing him again turns into a full night of hate-fueled writing, Elle realizes her enemy twisted muse just might be the key to finishing her screenplay. If she can stand being around her polar opposite, she writes anonymously and he's on the cover of every business magazine. He frequents fancy red carpeted events and she doesn't like leaving her emotional support 5 block radius. One summer, one while apart, he needs to fake a buzzy relationship during his company's precarious acquisition. She needs to write a movie around a list of New York City locations. Both need a break from their unrelenting schedules and a chance to rediscover the skyscraper, glimmering, pizza crusted, sunlit charms of the city. Summer always ends, and so will this agreement. It's all pretend, promise until it isn't. So, Summer in the City by Alex Astor. Then we have Twisted Love by Anna Huang, which is the first book in the Twisted series. I saw the new editions at Target and I'm like, they're stunning. They're stunning. So it says, "You are the light to my dark, sunshine. Without you, I'm lost." I heard this is the worst one out of all of them, so we'll see. Alex Volkov is a devil blessed with the face of an angel and cursed with a past he can't escape. Driven by a tragedy that has haunted him for most of his life, his ruthless pursuits for success and vengeance leave little room for matters of the heart. But when he's forced to look after his best friend's sister, he starts to feel something in his chest. A crack, a melt, a fire that could end his world as he knew it. Ava Chen is a free spirit trapped by nightmares of a childhood she can't remember. But despite her broken past, she's never stopped seeing the beauty in the world, including the heart beneath the icy exterior of a man she shouldn't want. Her brother's best friend, her neighbor, her savior, and her downfall. There is love that was never supposed to happen, but when it does, it unleashes secrets that could destroy them both and everything they hold dear. So, Twisted Love. I heard that Twisted Games is the best one, which is the second book, so we'll see. Then we have Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. Magnolia Parks is a beautiful, affluent, self-involved, and mildly neurotic London socialite. BJ Ballantyne is Britain's most notorious and photographed bad boy who broke her heart. But these two are meant to be, and everyone knows it. Magnolia and BJ are written in the stars, just suspended in a strange kind of love that looks like hurting each other a lot of time. She dates other people to keep him at bay. She sleeps with other girls. He sleeps with other girls to get back at her for it. But at the end of their every sad endeavor to get over one another, it's still each other they crawl back to. Finally, after years of this, their dysfunction is catching up with them, pulling at their seams and fraying the world they've built. But they're not ready to let go. Ready to let go. Not yet, at least. As the cracks start to show and secrets begin to surface, Magnolia and BJ are forced to face the formidable question they've been avoiding all their lives. How many loves do you really get in a lifetime? So we have that one. That's book number 4. Book 5 is the 9-month Contract by Amy Dawes. It says help wanted. Grumpy mountain man seeks baby mama. Job is an incubator position only. Surrogate must be impervious to grunting as the form of communication and nosy brotherly neighbors. Rustic mountain range housing available upon request. So I think she takes it up. She gets preggers, I'm assuming, with the child. And then they end up together. I'm excited. Also, some of these are really cute, like, I forgot what it's called. Then we have Cash, which is a Lucky River Ranch book in the series. I don't know. By Jessica Peterson. Says Molly Luck has run out of luck. When her estranged father unexpectedly dies, he leaves his massive cattle ranch to her, but not without a catch. To collect her inheritance, city girl Molly will have to move back to the small town Texas ranch she left as a child when her parents split and manage it for a full year. Needing the money to invest in her company, Molly resigns herself to moving to cowboy country. A girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. But there's one giant roadblock to her plan, the ranch's grumpy foreman, Cash Rivers. Never mind how good he looks in the Wranglers and chaps. He's rude, growly, and wants Molly gone. So, forced proximity, they fall in love, I'm assuming. Grumpy Sunshine. Or maybe Grumpy Grumpy. I don't know if she's a sunshine. And then lastly, we have Earth's the Right Place for Love, which I feel like I've been trying to read this book like a bajillion times and I haven't done it. All I know is that she's friends with this guy. He likes her. She likes his brother. So, wrong brother, wrong time. I'm guessing she ends up figuring out, oh, maybe he's the wrong brother and goes for the right one. Because it says Earth's the Right Place for Love. So, and this is by Elizabeth Berg. So that is my reading list for the month. So we have her up here. It's from here on out. And then this is my TBR for the month, which we do have to focus on that too. But we're going to start on these. So this video is going to focus on those books. 7 books in 7 days. I'm going to try to read a book per day. But we'll see how that goes. If I have to double up at some point or something, then I will. But I'm going to try to do 7 books in 7 days. And I think tomorrow we might start with Earth's the Right Place for Love, just because it's the shortest to like kind of get us in there. But maybe not. Maybe we should start with the longest one to just get her out of the way. You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. So I'm going to try to read a book a day for these 7 days, and hopefully these are great books and I find a new 5-star read, because I feel like I need a new 5-star read. That's all I'm saying. But I'll catch you guys back here tomorrow to start the challenge, which I am excited to. I'm excited to start. So I'll catch you tomorrow on the flip side of the challenge. Guys, really quick, you're gonna hear my fan. and the air going on. But this is really quick. We did start Magnolia Parks, like I said we would, for our 7 romances in 7 days. We're on page 86, so we do flip through both perspectives, through Magnolia's perspectives and BJ's perspectives. I don't know how I feel about the book. We're 85 pages in only, but it feels very how do you call this? What's the word? Very dysfunctional, very, oh my god, what is that word when you call a relationship oh my god, very, I can't find the words now, and I literally was thinking about this right before this. Yes, dysfunctional, very toxic, there we go. It's a very toxic relationship, and I just don't know how I feel about their relationship and why everybody supports it basically, and everybody likes them except for her nanny. Everybody else is like, yeah, like he's a good guy, or like when are you gonna date, or just like date already. And I'm like, why? Like why? Like their thing is so toxic, but honestly he started it and what he does is worse. So I don't know, we'll see where we go from here, but I don't love stories that have cheating involved and stuff, and this has it, and she's just okay. But she's like, I know at some point I'm gonna forgive him and we'll be fine because we're meant to be. And she's like, no one's gonna love me like him, no one's gonna see me like him. And I get that you think that way, but like no one in her life is there to like open her eyes and be like, no, queen, someone else will see you that way. Someone else would love you, someone else would, you know. So but we did start it. It's like 9 in the morning. I woke up at like 8, so that's what we've been doing since I got up. Now I'm gonna eat a banana, and I just ate some little chippies with cucumber dill tzatziki. So I had some of that, and now a banana, and that's gonna be my brekkie. And we're gonna try to get through a little bit more of this, maybe to get to like a third of the way through. Well, this was like over 400 pages, so we'll see what we do now. But yeah, just okay, quick update. I love Tom, and I want her to be with Tom instead of BJ. But I am listening to it while doing this. So let's see where we land. But I want her to be with Tom. Fuck BJ. Okay, guys, so I just packed an order to send for my bookmarks, and I've been listening to Magnolia Parks as I got up and got ready and finished my little dot by letter paintings. I love these. I have like 3 of them, and they're my favorites. I do not like the hidden picture one, but I already bought it, so I'm gonna do it at one point. But this is the next one on this. I'm probably gonna finish most of these books like during the summer break, just because I don't have much to do. Like I said, I do want to film more videos and stuff, but you know, I also have to do other things, and I love doing this while listening to an audiobook because I can really pay attention to the audiobook. This feels very mindless, but it's still very fun. And I love these little booklets. So yeah, so we have them here, and I love about them that they bring it here, and on the website it kind of tells you like what colors you can use if you don't want to like just think about it yourself, and I just go by the ones on the website. And yeah, you just put the markers on the back. So I have this one, which is Cozy Cottage, and I have, where are my? I have maybe 2 dot by letters and one that's hidden pictures, hidden patterns, I guess. I was wrong. No, I have another one. Where is that one? I have the Galaxy one too. I don't know where my Galaxy one is. That one might be at my boyfriend's house, actually. I think I might have left it there just to have one to do while I'm there. I think. I don't know now. I'm not sure. But I do have Cozy Cottage, which I've done all the ones that I've shown you guys. And then I have Sweater Weather, also dot by letter. And I've only done this one. So this one's a very autumnal one. They have a lot of these at like Marshalls and TJ Maxx. So if I find any more, I might get them. Because I got this one and this one there. They were like $9.99. They're normally $12.99. Like you only like literally save like $3. But $3 is $3, you know. Save $3 on each, that's $6. And then this is the first one I wanted to get, but I didn't. I got the dot by number, and I'm glad because I don't really like the hidden patterns one. Like you just color, and it's watercolor, so not watercolors, but water-based markers. So it just looks very streaky and stuff. And then it just tells you to like mix colors and all that jazz. So this is not my favorite, but I am gonna do it just because I did already buy it. So you can obviously look at what color they request, or not request, but they suggest you do it. But honestly, you know, an apple is red. If you have red, you make it. If not, you create red. And that's it. But my favorites are the dot by letters. I would not get hidden pictures or hidden patterns again. I honestly wouldn't get anything else that's not dot by letter. But I do have the Galaxy one, which is with black paper. But I think that one might be at my boyfriend's house. I think I bought one to have over there. Or if not, it's also in my room. But my dad is like destroying my roof right now to redo a part of my roof. So, I can't go in there right now. But yes, my goal is to finish these. I'm obviously going to focus more on the Cozy Cottage right now, just because we're in the time of year where we need the Cozy Cottage, but I will go to Sweater Weather right afterwards. It doesn't matter. These each bring 20 sheets to do. So I'm about to film a TikTok about this. I'm like selling this to you guys. Might as well sell them on TikTok. But yeah. The book right now is a clusterfuck. That's all I can say. It's literally a clusterfuck because there's so much going on. I still don't like Magnolia and BJ, even though everyone's rooting for them. I still don't think it's okay that he cheated on her and continues to do stuff to hurt her. But she does it to him too. And I'm just like, what's going on? What's going on? So I'm like 40% into it. I think that's what the audiobook says. I'm 42% into it. So we're on a good track because it's 11:14 a.m. So that means that we will for sure finish this today. I am gonna go out with my mother soon to look for some stuff that I want, like a Ross and TJ Maxx and stuff. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. And I'm just excited to finish the book. I'm not loving it like people love it, but I know that some people prefer like the Daisy Hates stories that go with this. And we did meet Daisy Hates, but we only saw her for like a minute. So, yeah. Let's see. Let's see what happens. But I will keep you guys updated with whatever goes on. But we have been reading and doing things, so we're on track for 7 books in 7 days. I did want to start with the longest book, and it was this one, so that's why we're starting with this one. Oh my god, my throat. I think the next longest book after Magnolia Parks is Cash. So we'll probably read Cash afterwards. Seems about right. and then we'll go from there. I have it here, like, with the number of pages and hours that it takes. So, yeah. We're going to finish Magnolia Parks today, and we're doing the 7 books in 7 days. We will get it. We will do this. Okay, guys, super quick. Like, I'm not even getting the microphone out. I am still home. Still on my left. I made it to chapter 36. It's a shit show. It's a shit show. Like, I don't even know what's going on right now anymore. Magnolia and BJ need to get their ish together. Like, they're literally not meant to be, but they're so, like, caught up in each other that, like... So, that's where we're at right now, and it sucks. But on the bright side, I've been so into reading that I've been on my phone for, like, probably 20 minutes at most today on TikTok, and not even. So, we do still have the rest of the day. It's only 12. It's not even 12:30 a.m. yet. We need to finish a little less than 200 pages. So I know I can finish it today. I do need to go now to do the stuff that I have to do. But I did do this while I'm waiting for my mom to go with me. So yeah, we finished another one. This is a little kitchen area from the Quidditch. I honestly feel like this week I'm gonna finish all of this one because I feel like listening to the audiobook is gonna help me a lot to get through the books, just because audiobooks I listen to them faster than what I can read. I'm a relatively slow reader, so. But yeah, Magnolia is pissing me off. Like, you have this other guy, let him go. No. But yeah, I'm gonna go harass my mother so we can go. But audiobook wise, I have 5 hours and 54 minutes left, so relatively 6 hours left. That would take me 3 hours if I continue through audiobook. But let's see what happens. But I'll see you guys once I've finished the book. Is probably when I'll see you guys again and just tell you about it, or maybe a clip of me reading or something. But probably once I'm done reading the book. Okay, guys, we did it. We accomplished day 1. It is 9:35 p.m. and we finished Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. I'm gonna give it 3.5 stars, and that feels kind of generous because most of the time I was just like really annoyed with her. She was like really bothering me, and I was just not vibing with her. But that's okay. That's life, and it is what it is. If it would have ended the way that I thought, I would have just like not continued the series, but it did end in a way that I'm like, okay, I would like to continue. And also we did learn more about Daisy, like got a little bit more about her and her brother. So we'll see. But we did finish it. We accomplished day 1. We completed day 1. And I did another one. Another one. DJ Khaled. We the best music. Right? Because I had already done. Yeah. So I did this one also while listening to it. So I've officially finished half of this book. Which I have a feeling with this challenge, I'm going to finish the whole book. Just because at some points I do want to sit down and read, but at other points I just want to like listen to my audiobook and do stuff. I do have a couple of things that I need to do, so audiobooks are going to be easier during this time, but when I can sit down and read, I will sit down and read. So, we did Magnolia Parks today. We can check her off the list. We finished. And you know what? It's a book off our TBR, and that's all that matters. That, you know, we're getting through our books. We're reading. That we're reading. So we have 6 more books left. Hopefully we finished each of those books this week. It doesn't have to be a book a day, but, you know. I do want to finish them, and honestly, that would be 7 books removed from my TBR in just 1 week, which would be great. And then we can focus more on my July TBR afterwards. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna try to do. I also have, not July, June TBR, have some things that I do want to do. Or that I am doing. Not this weekend though, so I think we'll be fine. But for the rest of the reading month, it's gonna be a little bit harder just because there's a lot going on. But we got this. We got this. We're gonna read so many books this summer. Our TBR is gonna be like, what? But yes, so I'll see you guys tomorrow to read our next book, which I have no idea what it's gonna be. I'll see what I'm feeling tomorrow morning. But today drained me just with that book, just because I wasn't fully into it. When you're into a book, you don't mind spending all day reading it, but when you're not like there with the book, spending all day reading it, it becomes a chore. So that's kind of like what it felt like. But we made it through. We made it through. We conquered. We strived. We did this. We did it. So I'll see you tomorrow for the next part of this. Okay, guys, welcome to day 2. Let's lower this a little bit. That's way too high. Of the challenge, and today's book is Cash. I'm excited because it's a cowboy romance, and we love a little cowboy romance over here. But we are starting it right off the bat with audiobook because I have to run some errands. I have to go to the post office. I have to go to Target, and then later at 3, I have to go 3 something. I have to go pick up my brother and my nieces and nephew and sister-in-law from the airport. So I'm going with my dad in my car, and then on the way back, I'll probably listen to some more of it because on the way back, I'll be alone. No, on the way there, I'll listen to it because I'll be alone. I'll be in my car, and my dad will be in my brother's car, and then on the way back, my dad is driving us both back. So on the way there, I'll be listening to it. Actually, on the way back, I could too, and I could just take my AirPods. So we're gonna do a lot of listening today, just because we have a lot of like things to do, but it's totally fine. I think tomorrow we're gonna do One Star Romance. Like I said, this week there are a lot of things that I need to do, so there will be a lot of listening going on. But when I can sit down and read, I'll sit down and read. Maybe later, I don't even know if I have time to at like some point sit down by the pool and read. Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow. Thursday is gonna be another horrible day with things like that I have to do. Everything with my car because I'm trading in my car, getting a new car. So that's gonna be like a whole mumbo jumbo, but we'll see. But I am gonna start this one. I'm gonna go to the post office and do all those things right now, but we will take that. Oh, I could even take my AirPods and listen to it while I'm at the store. That sounds like a plan. So we're gonna have a lot of listening time today. That's what we're gonna do. But I'll see you guys later once I've done some reading. But I did want to update you guys that we're starting later today because it's already 11:23 and I have not read a single page, but I was watching Love Island. I was getting caught up for tonight. So yeah. But I'll keep you guys updated with everything. Oops. Okay, guys, I am back and we got to chapter 16. So, like 40% of the way through. So, yeah. I'm excited. I am enjoying it. It has been a lot more fun. I feel like the Magnolia Parks is just a fun, easy book to like read in the summer. It's like, yay, very fun. So I do like it. It's nothing new, nothing crazy, nothing like, oh my god, but it has been a fun book and I am enjoying it. So I'm excited to continue it. Like, I haven't been like, oh my god, I want to stop. I'm like, no, let's continue doing this because I am having a good time. And I am. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to continue with the book because, duh. But I am having a good time. So I'm glad I picked up Cash today after yesterday because yesterday was tough. But I did go to Target and I picked up some things. So I got the Siete chips, the sea salt ones. Those are so good. You know the ones I meant to get. I wanted the salt and vinegar with the little spicy thing. That's fine. Some taco seasoning because we want to make tacos. I got this electrolyte drink that's gut healthy. So it has electrolytes, trace minerals, probiotics, and real fruit. And it has no added sugars, just the sugar from the fruit. So I got them to try it. Let's see if it's any good. I also got this collagen matcha. It's from Korea. It supposedly has vitamin C, probiotics, and marine collagen. It's from Jeju. So I'm excited to see. Mix it in with some water, see if it tastes good alone or if it needs anything. It's a strawberry matcha. And then I love Tony's chocolate, but this one filled with chocolate ganache is not good. Not good at all. So I got that. And then for the non-food stuff, I picked up shampoo because I don't have. So some shampoo. And then I picked up these two like lip oils, and then from Elf. So in the color Mauve Mentality and Truffle Maker. Okay. And then we got Wild and Wild. It says Mother Fluffer. I think this is like the fluffy blush. That's kind of like the one from Fui. So I got it in two colors. I don't know what the color is. Pinkaboo. And this one's Berry Chill. Oh, it's in the back and I was fighting for my life. But so I picked those up and that's it. Let's see. I'm always scared buying lip balms because I'm like, have they been like touched by other people and stuff? Doesn't look like it, but okay. It doesn't look like it. Looks brand new. I'm always scared that like, oh, like if you put it the wrong way, it flips to how it should go. That's really cool. And then we got Truffle Maker. That was Mauve Mentality. I always like to check to make sure that they're not used. Like I said, doesn't look like it. No, it doesn't look like it. Really pretty. Let's see. I love how it feels. Love that it does that. Oh! Oh, I thought they got I thought they magnetized. They magnetize a little bit because of the cap, but then it falls. Okay, so we got those two. And then we got the blush. The blush. I hate opening these types of boxes. Let's see. I know this isn't part of the challenge, but I just thought it would be fun. Oh my god, they are like the Fui blushes. Okay, so we have Pinkaboo, which I don't use many pink blushes, but I was like, let's get one, you know. Let's have our Barbie summer. And my favorite makeup product is blush, so we got the blush. And this one's Berry Chill. And there you go. There you have it. I'll keep you guys updated, but now I need to put the camera to charge because she's about to turn off. Okay guys, it is the next day. I did finish Cash yesterday, but I finished at like 1:40 in the morning. Yeah. It was a busy day yesterday. I had to go to a lot of places. There was a lot that was done yesterday, so we finished her late, but we did finish Cash. I did enjoy the book, like in a sense. It was fun because it was just like a cowboy romance, a good little cheeky fun cowboy romance, and that's it. But like I don't know. It wasn't as good as I thought it was gonna be. At one point, like halfway through the book, I was like, yeah, we're gonna give it 4 stars. Because I was really enjoying it, but then towards the end, like I feel like the way it wrapped up was kind of like, I don't know. So I am giving it 3 stars because I did still enjoy myself. It was still a fun book to read, so I still had a good time, but it didn't exceed my expectations, or like, I don't know. So it's a 3 stars for me. I am glad I read it. I mean, I have the whole series and I'm excited to continue. And I know most people say that the first one is the not so good one, but that happens with a lot of books. So, you know, that happened with ACOTAR and all of that. So we'll continue it. And then today we're gonna read 9 Month Contract by Amy Dawes. This is the one where like he puts out an ad to have a surrogate. She, I'm assuming, accepts the ad. They go, they get together. He's like grumpy. She's like sunshine, and then they fall in love. And now it's their kid, I'm assuming. So perfect. So we have that. That's what we're gonna read today. I don't even know where to put it. The first order of business is to edit all the stuff that I have. Like I have a couple of videos to edit. I think it's like 3, and then I'm up to date. So that's gonna be the goal, to edit that and then continue from there, if that makes sense. But yeah. So that's what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna get on my laptop, finish editing, eat lunch, and then we'll focus on that because right now I'm just not there. I'm not where I need to be mentally, you know? But that's okay. So I'll update you guys once I read and if I do anything else. My boyfriend gave me a really big white binder for like Pokemon cards and stuff because I started putting all of my collection together yesterday in my little binder, but then he gave me that one. And I ordered carbon copy paper to like put it on top and trace out Gothita and Gotharita on it and then paint it on there. I don't know how it's gonna come out, but you know what? We're gonna try anyway and hopefully it turns out good. That's it. That's all I have to say. But that's what we're gonna do today, so I'll keep you guys updated with whatever. If I do that, I'll probably record myself trying to do it and hopefully it comes out good. But I'll try during that time to listen to the book. It's a lot. It's a lot. There's a lot going on, but we got this. I didn't think about how this week was a busy week and I started it this week, but it's okay because we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. And we're gonna remove 7 books off our TBR. I'm just scared to feel burnt out by the end of this and not want to pick up any more books for a while. So that's what's freaking me out. But I think we're good because I am excited to pick up Shield of Sparrows, which is not on my TBR, but I do want to read it and I finally got the audiobook in, so I want to read it recently. And then Wuthering Heights, I do want to continue. So we'll see what happens this month, but we're gonna read. So I'll see you guys in the next clip. Okay guys, we finished not the book that we were gonna do. I forgot I never updated you guys. I did not feel like reading any of the books on my TBR, so I picked up Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice. I gave it 3 stars just because of the pumpkin and fall feeling, but the main character, she was so annoying. Like, I did not like her. She was so annoying. Like, to me, she was annoying. I'm sorry if you're like that, but to me, she was just annoying. Like, it was like a constant thing with her, and I was like, Queen, like, come on. So I did read it. So this is about this girl and her mom. They live in this little town. It's known for being like a fall town, kind of like Salem and stuff like that. And like Vermont and stuff. So they live there. They own a coffee shop. These people move in, open a chain coffee shop in front of them, kind of like a Starbucks in front of like a, you know, a small business coffee shop. And they're like, oh my god, this is horrible. So then it's her trying to find like the perfect thing to stay in business and stuff like that with her mom, but it's not it for me. I'm gonna give it 3 stars just because of the fall feel, and honestly I'm glad we got that fall feel. And I was feeling like anxious and stuff today, so that was nice. But other than that, not a great book. I honestly don't recommend this. I would not read this again. I'm not gonna say I'm glad I read it because it was just whatever, but we did read it. Like, I'm glad I got it off my TBR. That I am. So yeah, I wouldn't read it again. It wasn't anything crazy for me, but we did finish Pumpkin Spice and everything nice. And then I did, which I recorded for TikTok, not for here, I forgot. But my boyfriend had this binder that his friend gave him for like Pokemon cards, and he's like, oh, I don't really want it, it's too big. And I was like, I want it, give it to me. Because I want to do something. And I drew the Gothita evolutions. So we have Gothita, Gothorita over here, and then Gothitelle. This is my favorite Pokemon. So I drew her. I traced her. Like, I used a paper, put it on top of this, and I used a Sharpie to like really dig down. It was hard. It took me a while, but I did it. And then I got my acrylic markers and I colored in the purple, the blues, and the blacks. And then the white just stayed obviously white. But it's not perfect by any means, but we did it. So it's kind of like this. I wanted to put like the psychic symbol, but I don't like that it's an eye. I don't like eyes, like just a one eye thing. Like the evil eye thing, I don't like that. So I didn't put it. I don't know if I'm going to add something maybe down here and here. Something simple. I don't know. We'll see. But she is my favorite. Yeah. So I did that today most of the day. And then yesterday I also put together like my Pokemon binder. So now I have to undo all of that and put it in there, but I don't want to do that. And then now while I was finishing the audiobook, I put this little thingy on all of the Northern Lights bookmarks. I removed the backing of all of them, like the little back paper, and I just left the front one, obviously, because that's the one with the stickies. And I emptied out all of the ones from the Taylor Swift stuff here, and then I packaged all of the ones for this one into their little baggies. And we're gonna start. I want to finish at least one today. I want to do all of them. I want to finish all of them soon. I'm trying to do more artsy things and just, have fun. I don't think I'm gonna listen to any more of the audiobook today. I'm honestly just like exhausted and like I'm burnt out on reading, and it's only day 3. Like, I picked this one up because I was just like, I do not feel like listening or reading one of these long books that we have there, and this is just a quicker read. So this is what we did. And you know what? I don't regret it. It was still a book that we read. It's still a book off the TBR, and it's still another book, another day, another book. For tomorrow, I don't know what I'm going to listen to. We'll see tomorrow what I feel like listening to or reading. Tomorrow's going to be a day heavily like listening to it, just because I am exchanging my car tomorrow. Like, tomorrow I have to clean out my car, go and exchange it, bring it back, set this one up. So tomorrow's going to be a very like listening heavy day. Like, I have to set up everything in my car and all that jazz. So, like I said, very heavy listening day. Because, yeah, I have to wake up early to clean out everything from my car, go exchange the car, drive back, set this one up with the little things that I bought for it, and then go from there. But, yes, tomorrow's going to be a very, very heavy listening day, too. But hey, we did it. Le hicimos, like Dora says. We finished this one, and then we'll see what we get to tomorrow. But another day, another book, another sleigh. And we did it. So that's all we can do. Okay, guys, so we failed the challenge. I still have yet to finish my book from Thursday. And we didn't read any books yesterday, Friday. Or today, Saturday so far. So I do want to try to possibly finish this book today, like Thursday's book. But there's no way I can read 7 romances in 7 days anymore, because I could just not fit them. Unless all I do is read from today until tomorrow night. But that's not gonna happen. Because that's not how life works. I really expected myself to be able to complete this challenge this week. but I just couldn't. I really couldn't, and I wish I could, but I couldn't. Um, I just thought I was gonna have a chill week, but with taking care of my nieces and nephew, with my changing my car, and like all those things, it all just piled up to be a lot more than I expected it to be. So we didn't have the time we wanted to have. And that's okay. You know, at least we finished 3 books, and we finished this one today is 4 books, which is more than I usually read in a week anyway. But it just didn't pan out how I wanted it to. I am glad I started it, but also none of the books were like super enjoyable to me. And I feel like that kind of like deterred me from like wanting to pick up the books. But also I didn't have much time to like actually pick them up. And you know what? That's okay. That's just life. But I do want to finish this one. Like the only way I can stay like on schedule would be like to read a romantic manga for yesterday and then one for today. Finish this and then have a book for tomorrow. That's like literally the only way to maybe save this challenge, which I'm thinking maybe I'll do that. So we still read like 7 books in 7 days and like 7 romance themed books, but it won't be what was on my TBR, which is totally fine. I have Waiting for Spring Volume 6 and A Sign of Affection Volume 3 that I can read both of them today. It'll probably take me an hour at most each. And then we can finish Earth's the Right Place for Love. I actually don't even know where I'm by because I was doing the audiobook. So let's see exactly where we're at. It does suck because I did want to read more. Okay, it says I'm 54% of the way through. I'm on chapter 17. But this book was not giving what I thought it was going to. We're seeing it from like the boy's perspective. I forgot his name. Not Frank. Arthur. So Arthur's perspective, and obviously he's like the boy. I usually am used to seeing like a romance book to the girl's perspective, which like there's nothing wrong seeing it through like a guy's perspective. It just was different. I also don't love the book. I don't even know what year this takes place in because like a dress was $5 and that was too expensive. And then he's like, oh, I could take her out to dinner with my $5. Even if we get the most expensive meal, that's like $1.75 each. Like, that'll be fine. And I'm like, what? So yeah, I'm assuming it's historical. But I don't know. I don't love it. But that's okay. That's where we're at. So we're in like page 147. So this is what we have left of this side. I could realistically listen to it now, do some diamond art or do something and finish it, which I think is going to be my goal for right now, just to try to finish this book. And then if after I finish this I feel okay, we can possibly pick up, what is this called? What is this called? Oh, the mangas today. And if I finish both, that would be great. And maybe even later tonight I can start one of the romance books that I do have on the list that I haven't read. Let me move this to see what I have. I still have my binder here, which I have yet to put all the stuff in it. I should do that, but I haven't done it. So we're at Magnolia Parks and Cash. So we have either One Star Romance, Summer in the City, Twisted Love, or 9-month contract. So the reason we still have 4 from our original TBR is because I had picked up Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice on Wednesday. Yeah. I could have finished this one on Thursday, like night, and like gone to bed like at 2 in the morning or something, but I really didn't want to. I wasn't feeling the book, so I was like, no. Like if I'm into a book, I'll stay up, but I wasn't feeling it. But also, I need to buy another like pin board to put these pins. Well, I have a crap ton of pins, but these I want to display them because we have Raja, Jasmine's Sidekick. This is one of my favorites. It's of Zootopia 2. It's Gary, Nick, and Judy. Then we have this one that is so cute. It says, I hope it didn't break. Okay, she's fine. So it says royal cookies, like, you know, the tins of cookies, and you know those people use them, like grandmas use them for like to store stuff afterwards. So this is what's inside of this one. We have Chip, the Enchanted Rose, the Gray Stuff Cupcake, and books. So we have that one. Then we have, these are all except for this one. This one's actually from Disney, but I had lost it in my boyfriend's car and I found it. The rest are all from Box Lunch. And then we have this Cinderella one with the stained glass. These are all from Blind Boxes. And then we have this Aurora one with, what's his name? Is it Max? No. What's the horse's name? I know the main guy is Philip, but I cannot remember his name now. Max is from Tangled. I don't know what his name is. I don't know. But we have all of those pins that we want to rehome. And I have no space on my currently like displayed board. I have more pins, but they're not displayed because I'm like, whatever, not that I don't like those. I like those and I've obviously bought those. But they're not like ones that I'm like, yeah, I need to display. So I also don't have that much room to display that many pins, but it's okay. We're here now. But I do need to put those on something. Yeah. So I'll see you guys in the next clip with, I guess, having finished Earth's the Right Place for Love and seeing what we're gonna pick up to read. Okay, I did the math. It's in 1931 because the book starts winter 2016 and he was 85. So I did the math. It's 1931 or 1930, around there, depending on when his birthday is, whatever. In the 1930s, early 1930s. I lied. It's not the 1930s. He would have been born in 1930. It was in 1947. I went back and I saw it in the book. I just wasn't paying attention, I guess, to the date in the beginning. So, 1947. Pardon my crazy hair. I just came from outside and it was raining. I did finish before heading out today. Earth's the Right Place for Love by Elizabeth Berg. It was on audiobook because I did do this Diamond Art. And yeah, so I finished it. I'm gonna give it 3 stars just because of the ending. Something really sad happened and I was just like, that wasn't necessary, was it now? To rip my heart out like that. But we did finish it. I honestly don't think I'm gonna be reading any more books. I really don't think so. I don't feel the greatest. I think I finally am getting the cold that my nieces and nephew had. I mean, coughing in my face for 3 days straight will do that to you. So I do not feel like reading. I don't feel like doing anything. Like, I honestly just want to shower and like cuddle up and watch a movie. But I don't know. I also bought the other pin board and I might put these pins and some other ones that I have in my Disney bag. Where is my Disney bag? I don't know now. So yeah. That's what I'm gonna do now and go from there. My head hurts. Like, it hasn't stopped hurting. Like this here, like my sinuses hurt. So I'm like, either I'm gonna get a big bout of like shitty ass allergies, which could be, or it could be that I'm getting sick. Like, both of them are very plausible, or maybe it's a mixture of both. But I'm gonna change and just do that for a little bit, and then I'll probably shower a little bit later, just to like when I'm ready to like cuddle up in bed and just watch a movie or something. I don't know. But yeah, we went to the Frost Museum. We went to Texas Roadhouse, and we went to Menchie's. And then I came back home, and then I went out with my mom to Dollar Tree because I want to make the dot cake, but I didn't have some of the stuff, so yeah. Oh, the mic's battery is gonna run out, but yeah. So I think this is where this video is going to end. Thank you guys for watching. It wasn't 7 romances in 7 days, but we read 4 romances in 6 days, which honestly isn't bad. Like, I wanted to accomplish this challenge so much, but like, life happens and we didn't get to it, and that's okay. So yeah, that's what we have for now. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a great and wonderful day. See you in my next video. Bye.